So since I've been struggling so much with making French cakes, I figure, why not try making an Italian one? I'm just not gonna give up without a fight. So I've been cooking along to Marcella Hazan's The Essentials of Classic Italian Cooking. This will be episode 6. Here, we've done the gnocchi with the tomato sauce, tagliatelle with bolognese, the ravioli, spaghetti pesto, and most recently the green lasagna. So I'd love a break from the pasta making today. Focus on a dessert. So how about this? I practice this word, pisciota, olive oil cake. As I'm sure you're all aware, I have developed a love and very much hate for making cakes. The Julia Child recipes have done some damage up here, and it's like a mental thing, and it's a funk that I'd love to get myself out of, and this will be the first cake I've made since my previous debacle. So this cake right here has some serious problems. So I'm hoping I can avoid one of my classic breakdowns today, if at all possible. I've chosen what appears to be an easier cake recipe. It only goes from here to here. So that's promising. I don't want to jinx it, but you know. I'm looking for a layup today. Get a win, get myself back on the road tomorrow. Because if I can't figure out this cake, I don't want to be a downer, but all hope will be lost. Let's get to work. First things first, set the oven to 400 degrees F. Whoa! 2 eggs go into a bowl. Half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of sugar. Whip this together until it is pale and foamy. That appears to be pale and foamy. We got a lemon, and I need to grate this. Typically when I have done this in the past, I have the lemon on top and I'm moving the lemon across the grater. Well, let's flip it and reverse it. I'm moving the grater across the lemon this time, and it's gonna avoid digging into that white pith, which is what Marcella doesn't want me to do. And I'm gonna be in complete control of what's going into my cake batter. Look at that, in goes the zest. Don't need this. She says add salt, so I figure just like a pinch. Need that, need that. Need these. Here I come. 1/3 cup, 75 milliliters of milk. Marsala wine, Italian dessert wine. That's also 1/3 cup. You're not gonna wanna skimp on the olive oil on your olive oil cake. You're gonna want some of the good stuff. Extra virgin olive oil, Italy's finest. Well, I picked this up in Little Italy. Little Italy's finest. This is 3/4 cup worth of EVOO. Give that all a mix. Okay, so let's focus on dry ingredients. You wanna make yourself an olive oil cake and you have trouble falling along to cups, because this is what this recipe is written in, cups. You want grams and milliliters? I will convert all that, leave it in the description. But as I'm just focusing on the words on the page, I'm using cups. Can I have a bowl, please? Thank you so much. It's 1.5 cups of flour. So in these French cakes I've been making, they never use this ingredient. So it's nice change. It's a leavener, baking powder. I need a tablespoon worth. It's gonna help the cake rise, and that is a novel idea. That's all the dry ingredients, right? Well, the salt, but I already added that, so. Dry into wet. So I don't want any clumps, mix it thoroughly. And I'm using my whisk instead of the spatula, because old Charlie here was doing a piss poor job. Has a taste. I've only ever had olive oil cake once before, and it tasted kind of like that. For today, I'm using my springform pan. Springform means that it's bottomless. Take the bottom out. But it came with this attachment that I have never ever used, which is this right here. She says you need a 2¼ quart tube pan, and I want to use what I got. So this is what I got. It is a tube pan, right? That's a tube pan. So what we're gonna do is smear the inside of this pan with a thin coating of olive oil. Okay, pour the cake batter in. I'm gonna bake this for 50 minutes. 400 degrees F, upper third of the oven. Feeling good. It's almost too easy. That's It's for me. Trusting the baking times in the cookbook this time. I think we got something pretty special here. It's hard to tell. So I'm wondering if the edges around here are a bit overdone. The problem is that I have to wait for this thing to cool around 10 minutes before I can take a look. Hey, I was watching it in the oven, everything checked out, but now that I've removed it, I'm like, I'm starting to doubt myself. This is a very long 10 minutes later, and I can now remove this sucker from the cake pan. Did I just break this thing? All right, I just unclipped this thing and it is apparently broken. So in the last 2 cake videos, I have ruined 2 pans, I guess. All right, I am trying to keep my cool right now, but I think I overdid it. Way overdone, I guess, and it's crumbly. It's dry as hell. Every possible thing just went wrong. I broke the cake pan, the cake stuck to this thing, and now it's overbaked and dry, and it's amazing how quickly everything can come crumbling down. And when I say crumbling down, I just mean like crumbling. This thing is crumbly as hell. Okay, stop eating it because you're not even enjoying it. You're just eating it because it's in front of you. Well, you can cry about it or you can do something about it. Pick yourself back up, do it again. Okay. What are you gonna do about this though? Well, you're a smart guy, you'll figure it out. Cool. There's a time in this video when I thought I was so damn cool while I was zesting this lemon. That time has passed. Before I can do anything, I have to repair this. No way in hell I'm going to have to buy one of these now. Well, I can't anyway, it's 8:30 at night. That's the issue. Kind of MacGyver this for now, and then that's it. You just need it once. Any food in or around the area needs to leave right now. I'm the wrong guy for the job for that. I'm not gonna be able to fix that. And I don't wanna use like a standard cake pan for this because that's just kind of a cop-out. The only option I can think of right now is that there's a grocery store down the street that will be open at 9 o'clock at night that may be carrying tube pans. It's a long shot, but it's the only choice I have. All right, so the store didn't have what I was looking for. So if I'm making this cake tonight, I gotta use this. Because I don't wanna just like resort to like this cake pan. It's just like, so I have a plan. All right, so this is gonna be my solution for tonight. I'm gonna take the bottom piece of my springform pan, gently place it into this non-stick pan here, gently. Cool. The tube insert also goes in. You can see, nearly perfect fit. And just kind of coat everything with the olive oil. Don't worry, I'm being incredibly gentle so that I don't scratch my non-stick. Let's get the cake batter in. If this doesn't work tonight, then I have to pick this back up tomorrow because I'm all out of options. Good luck. I'm gonna keep my eye on the temperature of the oven the entire time I'm baking this because I feel like that is what let me down last time. I wasn't watching exactly what it was. So I have my oven thermometer in there. It's always gonna be at 400 degrees F. And the likelihood that this is all gonna work right now is it's low. There's low likelihood. I mean, it's about 13 minutes early, but I think that this cake is done. I don't think it's supposed to take 50 minutes. While I was waiting, I looked up online what the temperature internally of a cake should be. And it said all cakes are different, but ranging between 200 to 210 degrees F. This is right smack dab in the middle, but I think while it's hanging out here for the next 10 minutes, it could raise all the way up to 210 exactly. So I think this cake is hopefully done. I figure I could just do this. Oh, it's so small. Oh my God. This is not good. Oh my God. It's this thing. It's this thing here. It's this thing's fault. The cake just sticks to this, even if you grease it up. Stupid cake insert tube pan thing. What do you think? We got one more left in us, or are we calling it now? Let's do it again. Okay, well, bowl me. Thank you. Got this recipe memorized. 2 eggs, half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/3 cup of milk, 1/3 cup of marsala wine, olive oil, pinch of salt, 1.5 cups of flour, baking powder. Dry ingredients go in. Using this regular Joe Blow ordinary cake pan, and I'm totally cool with it. I think if I'm following Marcella's baking time, which is 50 minutes, it's a little too long, especially because the last time was 37 minutes. So if I just hover around the 35 to 40 minute mark and check it with a thermometer, I think I'll be in good shape. But I'm gonna keep my eyes on it like an eagle. This thing is coming out whether I like it or not. It's been 34 minutes. Are we over 200 degrees? We are. And the toothpick comes out clean. Great. So I'm just gonna leave this for 10 minutes. Well, here goes nothing. Whoa! It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Order up! I saw this on the internet. Obviously, it has this subtle flavor of olive oil and then citrus. And surprisingly, Marcella describes the cake as being a savory one, but yes, but also it was like sweet too. So yeah, best of both worlds, and it's dense and light. So there we have it. What'd you think of my performance, acting wise? Oscar worthy? Did you notice? I've had the cake before, an hour ago. It tasted identical to this. This one just looks nicer, but the other one was just as good. So, yeah, it's all in the performance. I streaked it. You might be wondering, what is the future of Jamie and Chef? Because the premise of the show was to follow along to 6 recipes from a cookbook, 6 episodes, and then move on to another one. And I initially did that with the Thomas Keller French Laundry Cookbook, and then I moved on to Marcella's right here. But, you know, we kind of hit a fork in the road because I'm like, well, what do I want to do here? Because I'm having such a great time following along, a great time. Besides all the mishaps today, I'm having a great time and I'm learning a lot, and there's a lot of great recipes in here that I haven't touched yet. So, I kind of want to keep going with this. On the other hand, I want to keep going with Jamie and Chef and move on to another cookbook as well. I'm going to create a spin-off series already, and it's going to be called Marcella and Me. And I'm going to follow along to recipes from this cookbook, and I'm not going to stop until I say so. On the other hand, I'm going to continue with Jamie and Chef with another cookbook, continue going down that route as well. I just haven't picked what that cookbook is yet. And also, how could we forget about Jules and Jamie and Julia? It's not going anywhere either. So, lots of great stuff on the horizon. This was Jamie and Marcella. Buon appetito.